Hello, my babies, and welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to the channel, a welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is so much content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, my loves, you guys already know how I feel about you. Thank you so much for coming back and spending more of your precious time with me here on the channel. As I don't know if you guys can see yet, Twinkie was on my lap, and she has definitely been enjoying being up on the table while we're filming these intros. So she just wanted to say hi. If you're not familiar with her, this is our channel mascot at this point. Anyway, my loves, I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get to today's reading. Today, we are going to be looking into your next fun adventure. So basically, something good that's coming your way, something fun that's going to be happening. As always, though, it is a collective reading, so take what resonates. And yeah, you guys know what to do. We have three groups to choose from. We have group number one, group number two, and group number three. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number ones. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into the next fun adventure heading your way. Yeah, we're just going to be tapping in and seeing what's going on with you to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the main question, which is what fun are you going to be getting into? What's something good that's heading your way? As always, though, friends, it is a collective reading, so you guys know what that means. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And as you guys can see, Miss Twinkie has been really enjoying being up on the table ever since that one time a few days ago that I let her be in the video. I swear now every time she sees the lights on and hears me talking, she is like climbing up my leg. So she'll probably definitely continue to be popping up randomly. So, all right, girlfriend, it's time for you to resume your position under the table. And don't worry, guys, she has a cozy spot down there. Let me know if your guys' pets like to hang out with you guys while you're working or just reading or just hanging out. I'm sure they do. All right, my babies, thank you so much for being here today. Let's get to it. Let's see what fun is heading your way. All right, thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number one. All right, messages for my group ones, please. All right, how are they going to know this is their reading? What's going on with my group number ones? What can we know? What can you tell us? What do my group number ones need to know right now about their current energy? How will they know this is going to be their reading? My group number ones, please. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones. All right, Two of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Okay, so it feels like things are starting to feel a little better. It's like things aren't perfect, but overall it feels like there's improvement. Maybe you guys are in between, I don't know, in between things. Maybe you have two jobs, or maybe you're back and forth, or maybe you're just having to learn to balance the good and the bad, because it is giving like things are pretty good, or things are turning around. They may not be perfect, but it does feel it's almost like there's a sense of relief. We have the Devil. So Capricorn season could have been challenging. When this is posting, we're starting Aquarius season. So yeah, it could have been a challenge, but it feels like you're overcoming it. Now, the Devil energy also tells me like maybe you guys were really like overdoing something. Maybe it was the holidays, or maybe it's you're having to work a lot. But it doesn't feel, I'm not feeling that this Devil energy is necessarily bad right now in this reading. Yeah, Five of Cups in reverse. So it does feel like you're letting go of some kind of challenge or sadness, or feeling bummed out about things. Knight of Cups in reverse could be about your love life, or maybe it was like things that happened. I don't know why I'm getting almost like socially, like things you could have been invited to or not invited to that maybe were like making you feel bad, or making you feel like I'm not seeing the Five of Pentacles on the table, but I am kind of feeling it. So it could have been like maybe even a little bit of depression. We have High Priestess reverse. So maybe you're also like realizing what helps you cope or manage, or what do you have to do in order to maintain balance, or that it's okay to for there to be duality. It's okay to be both, or it's okay, I don't know, it's okay for things not to be perfect. But this is feeling I've done the work, or I am aware, or I've done something here, or I'm doing it and it is helping. So maybe you were just like keeping your head down and focused for most of the month. Now, of course, this is a timeless reading, but most of you, I feel like, will probably be watching when it first posts. But even when it's timeless, it could apply. All right, let's see. Queen of Swords reverse. Maybe you stopped talking to people, or you felt like you had to go cold, or just, distance yourself. Why the Sun reverse? The World reverse. Tell me about the Devil. Seven of Cups. Tell me why the Five of Cups in reverse. So a lot of you guys could be using like power of distraction. And that could be like a little bit of the coping. Now, whether those are helping or whether those are healthy or not, I'm not necessarily sure. But it does feel like in this group, keeping busy or doing all the things or whatever it is, it's almost like, oh, yeah, I do feel better. And I actually, it feels like you, maybe you're being like hyper independent right now as well. Because I'm not seeing like others around you, but I am seeing like you keeping busy or you doing things. Tell me why the Knight of Cups in reverse. I do feel though that maybe there's like the Queen of Coins. You guys could be focused on your work and your money and your health. Yeah, taking care of yourselves. But there could also be focus on like community or finding community, or if you do connect with people, it's like it almost has to meet a certain, like, not the criteria, but perhaps maybe a certain level. um some of you guys could be like looking for work or new offers or way to expand your business, or maybe ways to improve your finances, or like I said, your health even. Tell me why the Knight of Cups in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. One more. King of Swords. But it feels like you're doing this on your own. And it feels like if you are connecting with people or like talking to them, it's like these would be people that it's almost like they bring something like knowledge or advice or ideas. But it doesn't feel like, at least not in this energy, I don't feel like it's solely focused on romance. Now, if this Devil and the Seven of Cups is talking about like a lot of options or a lot of things, again, it could just almost be like a little bit of coping. But the only position where you're coming up, a little bit challenging is this Queen of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords. So you're very conflicted. So maybe it's like things feel good and then you're like, but this or but that, or maybe sometimes even you kind of question yourself. Maybe you kind of confuse yourself sometimes. Tell me about the Devil and the Seven of Cups. Empress reverse, Ten of Swords reverse. Maybe you're trying to get out of like out of this energy of being hyper independent, or trying to figure out how to nurture and take care of yourself. But this Empress reverse tells me that there's still a deep like feeling of like unsatisfaction or like unsatisfactory, or like maybe that's what the Page of Cups reverse. So sometimes you could be disconnected from your own feelings because you're like go go go. And then others of you might have a lot of people that are interested in you, but it's just like physical or sexual or lust. And Yeah, and that could be like the immature energies. Tower. Tell me why. Some of you guys are trying to move, or you started doing something, or you're doing something that kind of changed everything. 10 of coins. Yeah, it could be work related or school or where you live. So maybe that's what you're focused on right now. And you're trying to, it's almost like I'm trying to be positive about it, but we'll see how it goes. It's almost like if people ask you about it, you'll probably answer in a way that's not like, yeah, I'm really excited, this and that. Like you could meet them with like a, yeah, but this, or yeah, I guess it's fine, or no, yeah, it's okay. um, I don't know. That's the vibe I was getting. All right, my babies, my group ones. If that sounds like you, then hang in there. Let's see what fun is heading your way. Oh my gosh. I haven't used these cards in a little while. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones, please. What can we know about their next fun adventure? What fun is heading their way? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What can we know? What's my group number one's next fun adventure about? What can we know? What can you tell us? Anything that we can know? All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones, their next fun adventure. We have the Chariot reverse, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I like this. So you guys are going to have the opportunity to, this is either coming in the form of like an invite or celebrating some kind of milestone. Oh my gosh, look at what showed up, the Five of Pentacles. Remember I told you guys I felt that? So yeah, this has to do with either a holiday or something coming up. And your views on it aren't going to be the best because you're going to be like, well, I have no one to celebrate with anyway, or there's some kind of excuse here. Now, I'm not saying it's not valid, but I am saying it is coming up. But the reason it's coming up in this way, it's because you can actually do something about it. Because this does feel like this comes through in the form of friendship or someone maybe a little younger than you, or someone maybe that you're just getting to know. For others of you, maybe it's just like you and your pets. We did start talking about pets at the beginning of your reading, and they brought my eye to that bunny with the page. All right, tell me about the Chariot reverse. Messages for my group number ones. What's their next fun adventure? What do they need to know? Why the Chariot reverse? Queen of Wands. Listen, I also think that for a lot of you guys, this is going to come in the form of an invite. There's something here that it's either you're doing the inviting or someone's inviting you. But there is like a, hey, want to do this or want to get together? And someone here is like really excited. And the other one's like, I don't even know. No one likes me. No one loves me. Or I don't even, maybe there's a sense of like feeling, I don't know, socially awkward at this point because it's been so long that, maybe you've talked to someone or hung out or, yeah, there's someone, like I said, one person's excited and the other one's like, womp womp. So just, keep in mind which one it might be. So this could be an invitation or something. Maybe it's even like a nice spa or a hotel, something that we pay to get into. But then when we get there, we have perks. That's what it feels like. So let's say that a friend's like, hey, I saw this, a flyer for this, cute little dinner, or there's an event going on, or, and it costs a few bucks to get in. But then it comes with like, I don't know, 2 drinks, or it comes with art supplies, or it comes with, there's some kind of access if this is something that you would have to pay for. So again, maybe it's like a hotel, but they have like an amazing like spa or something. So that's what I'm initially getting, is that there is an opportunity here. Now, it doesn't even have to be like pay to get in, but this would be something that would have to push you out of, either you'd have to spend a little bit of money or get out of your comfort zone and stop being rigid is what's also coming through, because this does feel like more loose. We're talking about fun, so it's looser, it's more chill, it's more casual. It says yes a little bit more than going, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'd rather be alone. And you can choose that, but there is a sense where if you do choose it, the sense of like longing or loneliness or maybe even feeling bummed out, it kind of like sticks, so you may not even realize that saying yes to something or going for it or spending that little bit of money, or even maybe it's just treating yourself, and maybe it's going and doing something really nice that actually really helps you on like a therapeutic level, right? It helps your psyche in some way. um yeah, because here we have an Ace of Swords in reverse, and then we have a Five of Cups. So it's almost like it's really hard for you to imagine yourself partaking, or your idea of what something should be or what it's going to be. Like you have this predetermined idea of who these people are going to be, or what you're going to step into, or that you're not going to like it, or that this or that. And so this energy keeps you super bummed out. And sometimes we do it to ourselves, where we set up so many roadblocks and we tell ourselves, no, 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 I can't, or that won't, or I'll hate it, or I'll be uncomfortable, or and then those thoughts, like I said, it affects our emotions, it affects our psyche, how we talk to ourselves. And the reason that I'm talking about it a little bit more deeply is because we do have the two fives that came out, the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. It's kind of a bum out in the middle of this invite or this potential. Now, maybe others of you are like, well, I do want to do something. I do want to have that opportunity. But this Five of Pentacles is telling me, and the Five of Cups is telling me, but I'm really sad, or maybe I'm feeling lonely or a little depressed. And I want to tell you, it does feel like there is a friend, or there is an opportunity that is going to be popping up for you, that will help you get out of this energy. But the interesting thing is that I keep feeling like you guys are fighting against it, and you're saying no, or I can't, or maybe you're even kind of like arguing a little bit, or maybe like, oh, like, yeah, maybe just like in your feels a little bit, especially if this is like, let's say you are watching this like closer to when it posts, and this has to do with like Valentine's Day or something. Like, babe, don't let Valentine's Day make you feel bad about yourself. Like, no. Valentine's Day is just, I mean, I understand why it feels that way when you're Five of Pentacles, but I promise you that the best Valentines that I have had have been when I decide to like love spell myself and my own life and romanticize that in whatever way that is. And I'm going to tell you, as someone that has been in relationships and long-term relationships and married, my best Valentine's days were not while I was in a relationship. Now, that's not because they were bad. That's just to say that Valentine's Day, really, when you're with someone, it's kind of just like another day. Or it kind of, not saying it's just like another day. I understand that some people take extra care, but to me, and to, I'm sure, a lot of other people, it has to do with the everyday shit way more than it has to do with some kind of performative or some kind of commercialized, yeah, anyway, participating in the event. And I'm just speaking to those of you that do feel bummed out because of holidays like that. I know it's, easier to say it than to, but, I've been there too, where there's been certain things or events, or maybe even a birthday or something. And you're like, shit, I don't have anyone around me, or there isn't anyone to celebrate me in the way that I would like. And that is understandable. But of course, I'm just here to remind you that you do have the power to fucking love spell the shit out of your own self in your own life. And yeah, sweeten it up. And the reason that we're talking about this so much is because there is a resistance here to saying no. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you might feel like it's not worth it. Or maybe you don't have maybe it's the funds that are an issue. Or maybe it's just that maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe you just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to keep saying maybes, but that Nine of Pentacles in reverse could be a lot of things. You know, maybe you feel like you don't have anyone to do things with. Seven, it's the money. So it could be about making the time or the money. I don't have it. I can't, or something like that. So one thing I do know about tarot is that when it brings up stuff like this, it's not bringing it up to pour salt into the wound and remind you that, you know, you can't do something because you lack. Tarot is never going to tell you. If anything, tarot should remind us that we can have the things that we want. It's just to go about how we go about it, and sometimes our perception of it. Not that, you know, everything should cost money, but maybe this is also about like prioritizing and what you want and what makes you happy, and maybe like making the time, making yourself feel special whenever you can, instead of maybe these thoughts that really are challenging. And so that's part of that Two of Pentacles as well, you know, where it's like maybe you have the perception and you know, but then when it comes down to it, you're more inclined to say no or decline the offer or something. Now, I also want to tell you that if money is the thing, I am getting here that there would be like help if it is like a friend thing or something. Like it would be like, oh, I got you, or oh, well, we don't have to do that thing. It could just be like, let's make other plans, but there is this opportunity here that is coming in. All right. Some of you guys maybe could have like anxiety or social anxiety. I do want to tell you that by mixing it up a bit, that's actually going to bring a lot more sunshine into your energy. Okay. All right. Maybe this is also like kind of spontaneous and you're like, no, I'm good. Something like that. So we are talking about the opportunity for fun, your next fun adventure. And so that's what I'm seeing. I am seeing that how you think about it, or maybe, you know, you feel a little like you don't have enough of something, or I think it could kind of get in the way a little bit. But like I said, I feel like if you kind of work with it a little bit, you can partake in the fun like everyone else. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. I never know what we're going to be getting in these reads. Let me tell you. All right, my loves. Let's get you guys some oracle cards. Let's use these. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some closing messages for my group ones? Closing messages for my group number ones. Thank you, Spirit. We have Blue Moon. You are ready. Make your masterpiece. So this is encouraging you. Maybe this is about saying yes sometimes, or like I said, mixing it up. We have Celine. Bring light into somebody's dark sky. Like I said, I do think someone is coming in, or maybe you're the one trying to encourage a friend. This would be a friend that you know is like sad or depressed. Or maybe you're the sad and depressed friend. Sometimes we are. I hide from my friends when I'm sad and depressed. I'll be like, girl, I don't want to subject you to this mess. And they're like, but we love you. And then that heals a part of me. So when you let people be there for you as someone who is hyper independent, like I get it. We have vision. Get clear on what you want. We did talk about that. Prioritizing, right? Carving time out. We have series. Love and mother yourself. That's that nurturing energy. Casting that love spell on your own life. Then we have new moon. Fresh start and new beginnings. So being open to something new experiences. My group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated, but more than anything, I hope it's helpful and it gave you maybe some things to think about. I appreciate you guys being here so much and allowing me to be a part of your journey. Thank you for being a part of mine too. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into your next fun adventure. What are you going to be getting into? So, basically, what's something good that's going to be heading your way? We are going to begin this reading by checking in on you and your energy, and that's just to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be moving on to the main question. As always, though, you guys know what's up. It is a collective reading, so just use your own discernment and only take what resonates. And my babies, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love doing these readings for you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoy them and get something good out of them. Besides that, let's dive in. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. Messages for my group twos, please. All right. What can we know about my group number twos? How are they going to know this is going to be their reading today? What's going on with them and their energy? Messages for my group twos, please. What can we know? What can you tell us? What's going on with my group twos? How will they know this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? How will they know this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. What's going on with them? All right. We have the Death card. We have Strength reverse. Messages for my group number twos. We have King of Swords in reverse. What's going on with them in their energy? Four of Swords. So you're trying to heal. It seems like you've been through it, my loves, and I'm so sorry. I get it. This is giving the energy of deep transformation, and I just don't even know what that means or who I'm going to be on the other side. All I know is that I need to pull the plug for a bit and just rest. Literally, this is like sit down. Knight of Swords in reverse. Maybe feeling a little burned out as well. You guys could just be that King of Swords in reverse. You know, it's pretty challenging energy, but cold and closed off. Or you really maybe you had to really set some kind of boundary. But it's almost like right now, like if you're unreachable, like if someone, like if you don't want to be found, it's almost like it's hard to get a hold of you, is what I'm getting. We have Hangman reverse. Maybe you're just like realizing a lot of things. Maybe through this pause, you're starting like the dust it's almost like I need to wait for the dust to settle so I can see what is going on. And you know what's interesting? When I said dust settle, they actually didn't show me dust. They showed me bottom of the ocean, like you guys know. And I got a ding when I said that. Bottom of the ocean, when there's like a fish or a squid or something that's right under the sand and it moves and it kicks up and it just like makes the water foggy. It's like that's what it feels like. Like I'm trying to see through something. So I'm trying to see something. Tell me why the Death card. What's going on with my group? Maybe you've had some hard realizations or you're feeling like you're starting to see the light. Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be starting like new work or maybe school or some kind of class. Or maybe for others of you, there could have been an ending to like a friendship or someone that you were dating. The Emperor. Right now, it's almost like I got to man up. It's like I got to step up. I gotta be the boss, or I gotta just handle it. So right now, you're in this mode of it's almost like having your eyes set on something and whatever's going on with other people or around you, it's almost like none of my business, or it's, you know. Why the King of Swords in reverse? The Magician. So this does feel like by any means necessary with that Magician and the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is someone that they don't explain themselves, you know, to anyone. They could maybe just be very cold and closed off, but they're very calculating, or they're very like, if I want to make something happen, I'm going to make it happen by any means necessary. And this Magician is telling us There's a lot of resources, or I'm like using things to my advantage. Why the Knight of Swords in reverse? The Lovers reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse. So maybe you're not questioning yourself anymore and you're just like going for it. Or maybe there was a relationship or a connection that came to an end and you're starting to like get out of this space of questioning what didn't work out or what happened or could have, would have, should have. This is giving the energy of not second guessing anymore or second guessing yourself. Tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Lovers reverse. What's going on with my group number twos? The Six of Pentacles. So I feel like you're still like giving up or like showing up and doing like what you have to do. But at the same time, I feel like there's this whole other like layer to it where you're trying to be at peace. It's like, it's almost like I talk to whoever I need to talk to, or I go to work, or I do what I have to do. But now I'm seeing the world, or I'm seeing my life, or I'm seeing relationships, or I'm seeing my job, or I'm seeing myself through different eyes. It's literally giving like I was in the dark and the you know, my eyes are starting to adjust to the light, or I'm starting to see things differently. There is this feeling here of you I don't know if you got pushed to this point or you got to this point. Maybe there was a lot of overthinking, a lot of like mental maybe stress, maybe a lot of back and forth, or maybe you were feeling spread thin. And now it feels like you're feeling powerful with this emperor to step in and take control of your life. This does feel like you're in your masculine energy, which tells me that you are doing or you are being assertive. You're not just sitting and manifesting and waiting and, you know, waiting for your garden to grow. It's like you're actually kind of doing, but the way it's coming through, it's like in a different way than maybe you have in the past. So maybe it is because you're healing or you had to like come to terms with something or be at peace. Tell me why the Death with the Page of Pentacles. Messages for my group twos. What's their energy? How will they know this is their reading? Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you guys are changing something. You guys are learning. You guys could be reading a lot more or listening to things that have helped you maybe heal in some kind of way. And this Emperor, if it's not you, maybe it's helping you see, maybe helping you heal like some kind of wound with the masculine or a masculine, maybe if it was a specific person or someone, or maybe the type of person or people you want in your life or something that you're trying to build. It's like that, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it could be anything, but it feels like you're taking a break from it. And it feels like right now you're okay with being in between and you're taking your time and rest and peace is coming through. 10 of Wands, because this was a burden for a long time, or you carry a lot of responsibility. I mean, I think you still do. Tell me why the King of Swords in reverse with the Magician. Why the King of Swords in reverse with the Magician. The Knight of Wands. And the Page of Wands in reverse. So this is energy that doesn't really stick around, or it's kind of impulsive. So maybe there's certain things, you know what, maybe it's even like a little bit like nervous system, or a little bit like acting before like fully thinking. And maybe there's something here that is changing. Lots of fire energy coming through, especially Aries right here. Now, the other thing that I get is that sometimes maybe you feel very excited or very motivated, but then there is like a negative self-talk, or there's something here that maybe kind of has held you back. Maybe this is an influence in your life from the past or something like that, or something that you're trying to recover from. Maybe, yeah. So it feels like you're, like I said, resting, healing, and getting ready to like bloom or grow is what I'm getting, because this all feels like you're about to kind of step into a new phase. Okay. Ace of Swords, clarity. I like it. Empress reverse, Ten of Swords reverse. Maybe you started to realize how stress was affecting you, or how not making time for yourself or taking care of yourself, or maybe being too much in the masculine. There's almost like needing to balance here. And honestly, step one to getting closer to Empress energy is learning that Four of Swords, knowing when to stop, knowing when to sit your ass down, knowing when to tuck yourself into bed, knowing when you need a healing pause before the universe comes and sits your ass down for you. Am I right? Okay, my loves. Let's continue. Let's see if this sounds like you. Well, let's see what's going to be changing. Um, let's look into your next fun adventure. All right, which could also be like good things coming, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group twos, please. What can we know, please, about my group number twos and their next fun adventure? What good is coming their way? Their next fun adventure or anything good that is heading their way? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. What can we know? What can you tell us? Messages for my group twos, please. What's their next fun adventure? Good things heading their way. We have Two of Swords in reverse. We have a Hierophant in reverse. Messages for my group number twos. What fun adventure? Ooh, the Empress. Oh, I like this. You're going to get to do something like out of the ordinary, and it's going to show you how much you've grown. And the Emperor. You guys might even like come together with someone that is like different. Like literally this is like maybe different than what you usually go for, or you're going to meet this person or come together with them in a very unconventional way. And this is a connection or an energy or something that you're going to be participating in. If this is something you're participating in, this has to do with your job, but this wouldn't be like, this would be like you're representing in a way that you haven't before, like maybe the company or like something really higher up, or you're getting maybe a promotion. Maybe they made one up for you. You're the one that made them make up a title to give you because they want you. So the Empress in this card particularly is pregnant. That obviously doesn't mean you're going to get pregnant. I mean, those of you that want it and are trying, maybe there's going to be news surrounding that, or there's going to be some kind of forward movement, or maybe you're going to have a fun time trying, since we are looking into your next fun adventure. But what this is telling me more than anything is that there's new life brewing. So there is something new that's going to grow for you. Now, we did catch this at the beginning part of your reading where it showed that you were, it's like you're about to bloom. So this does feel like it's connected to Aries or Aries season, perhaps. Maybe like right before, yeah, I would say like March Aries, not April Aries. Very specific. Let's see. We have Temperance. So this feels like it's a very grounded person or opportunity, or it's something that is going to make you feel like you have something solid to step on. It doesn't feel shaky. It doesn't like set off your nervous system. It doesn't tire you out. It's like, it feels like you've earned this, or you're very calm and very like self-assured in whoever this is or whatever this is. Now, I also feel like this is something that you've really been like working towards, or you've been manifesting, or you've been, maybe, I mean, we did have the Magician early on. So maybe you have been manifesting this. So that King of Swords in reverse, that could have been someone that you weren't talking to, right? For some of you, definitely not for everyone. All right. Tell me more. Why the Two of Swords in reverse? Messages for my group twos. What can we know about their next fun adventure? Why the Two of Swords in reverse? Oh, we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be really happy. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is about you. This is about you going out on a limb and either saying yes to something or making time for something you normally wouldn't. This could even be about you making a purchase or you doing something, again, that's like out of the norm. Or this could be you unconventionally spending time with someone. This could even mean like something that started off as a quick chat next to your car that you were about to get into and leave, and you see someone or you guys start talking, and then that turns into a, well, what are you doing right now, or where are you heading, and then that turns into a coffee date, and then before you know it, it's like maybe you spend like 4 hours together. Like there is something here where it's like you get almost like caught up in it, or you maybe didn't see it coming, or again, if it's like a boss, it's like we made this position for you. It's almost like universe is going to carve out the time or give something to you in a moment that you necessarily maybe weren't expecting it. Maybe you knew it was coming, but it almost feels like when it actually does happen, you weren't planning on it, or it wasn't like, it could be like that you weren't planning on it in that moment. 10 of Cups, though, you're going to be really happy. Let's see why the Empress. More on the Empress, please. My group number 2 is their next fun adventure. You guys could even like, I think I already said it, but decide to do something that maybe it is spending time or money and making time for it, but it's the payoff is like big. Queen of Swords. Yeah, because you said it. I meant what I said. I meant what I said, son. Okay. You're making it happen. You're speaking. Maybe you guys are being a public speaker or something like that, or you said it out loud and you're making it happen. Tell me why the Emperor. 4 of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the 10 of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups. Wow. So this is like you're doing it from the heart, or this really just opens up like your heart. This is something that I feel like you feel very good about, very confident about. I do think that whatever this is, maybe it's an unconventional plan or something, or, maybe it's, if it is that promotion, it like gets presented to you and it's only the beginning. It's like from here, now we know what the goal is and now we're slowly working towards it. So it does feel like this sets the tone for a while. It's unexpected, it happens, and then, we're planning it for a while, or we're nurturing it for a while. Again, there's maybe like gestation, so a period of waiting and planning, or maybe building if this is someone new that you're talking to or meeting. It feels like this is going to be a slow burn or a slow and steady. 3 of Pentacles working together. The World reverse. Yeah, this feels like this is going to be ongoing energy for months. Ace of Swords in reverse, the Hermit. Maybe you're keeping it to yourself. You're not really telling people about this. Tell me more. My group number 2's next fun adventure. We have the 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So for some of you guys, again, children are coming through, friendships, socializing, a crush, getting to know someone. There's a lot of nurturing here. And it's like not everyone knows about it and not everyone's invited. It feels like it's it feels like it's pretty small or exclusive. It feels exclusive. All right. 3 of Wands. For a lot of you guys, this could be like traveling somewhere. This could definitely be traveling somewhere or going somewhere or making future plans. Some place that you don't normally go to, or someone that you don't normally hang out with. All right, 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups in reverse, and 5 of Wands in reverse. So maybe because you guys are healing and being more at peace, like your mind or your intuition or like the universe is lining you up with things. And this feels really good, to be honest, whatever this is. And it feels like you guys are making it happen. All right. And it feels like it's literally like there's so much love, or it's from the bottom of your heart, or you love it, or you feel really emotionally satisfied. Maybe you're nurturing others. making other people happy at the same time. That feels like good times. All right, group 2. That's what I have for you. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. What else can we know about their next fun adventure? Thank you, Spirit. We have vision. Get clear on what you want. Sekhmet. Courage, truth, and shadow work. One more, please. And witchy medicine. Connect to earth. So again, it feels like you're really grounded and you feel very, I feel like you feel very sure. There's no like second guessing. And I really love that. Maybe at other times, like other people would make you second guess yourself, or maybe it was just something that was kind of within you, but it feels like there's a lot of confidence coming through. So whatever break you've taken or whatever healing moment you've taken, I think it's showing. Oh, hugs to you, my group 2s. All right, my babies, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated, but more than anything, I hope it's helpful. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 3s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into your next fun adventure. Basically, what is something good that is heading your way? We are going to begin this reading by just checking in on you a little bit and just helping you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the main question. As always, though, my babies, you guys already know it is a collective reading, and that means just take what resonates. And yeah, don't worry about the rest. All right, besides that, let's try to have fun with it and let's see what we can learn about what's your next fun adventure, my loves. All right, thank you so much for being here today, my babies. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 3s. Messages for my group 3s, please. All right, messages for my group number 3s. What can we know? What can you tell us? What's going on with my group 3s? How will they know this is going to be their reading? How will my group 3s know this is going to be their reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, please. What's going on with them? What's going on with my group 3s? How will they know this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. All right. We have the Sun. Ooh, 2 of Wands. And the Chariot. So you guys could be like debating, should I go here or should I go there? What option do I want to go for? Maybe you feel like you're at a fork in the road and you're feeling the itch to just go. Maybe you guys are wanting to move. There is a lot of optimism that's coming through. I love that. So we have the Hierophant. Maybe you guys are thinking about moving for work or school. Or maybe you're thinking of heading in a certain direction in one of those areas of your life. Tell me more, please. 6 of Wands. Some of you guys are wanting to connect more to maybe your culture, traditions, values. If your family has like a different home country, maybe this is your higher education with that Hierophant. It feels really good, and it feels very optimistic, and it feels like I have the power. You're a wizard, Harry. That's what I just thought of with this little figure right here holding one of the wands. So someone is feeling very much in their power, the Moon, maybe your own powers, or maybe there's a promotion here coming. It's like there's an elevation coming. It feels really good. And it feels like maybe you feel seen, or you feel understood, or you feel acknowledged, or you feel like you're looking really good. Moon reverse tells me it's been revealed to you. So it's like now you see it. Okay. So we have the 7 of Pentacles. So you guys could be feeling really good about what you've spent the last few years or few months doing, what you've been dedicating yourselves to, or what your priorities have been, what you've locked in on. It feels very good and very optimistic. Maybe you've even like prioritized your happiness or your fun. What's that Suki Stackhouse song? I think it's called Fun. She wants someone that loves her as much as she loves her fun. So maybe you're in a very like playful mood. I feel like that's a playful song. Tell me why the Two of Wands. Knight of Wands. Well, damn, bitch, you're feeling real like maybe your energy is high or you're like motivated, excited to get going. Tell me about the Chariot. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it feels like there's some kind of burden here that's been lifted. Or it's like it also feels like your morals, values, beliefs, or what you've worked hard for, what you believe in. It's almost like I feel like that's very much shining through, or that's something that's very prominent in the energy. I really love it. This feels so strong, and I love the cards that we have. They're upright. The ones that need to be upright are. Um, so some of you guys are thinking about, we already said moving. I can't remember if we said traveling. There would be some kind of shift here that would require some kind of either finances or some kind of giving to it a little bit. Some of you guys could even be like thinking about how to help others with what you know or the knowledge that you have, or teaching others could also be coming through. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to share knowledge. Tell me why the Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. Yeah, because I feel like you have an opportunity. So you guys do have the opportunity to make more money. You guys are at the level, you're at like expert level, or you are at the level where you can teach others something. Or you are, so however it is, whatever it is that you were lacking or that you were needing, or maybe you felt like you weren't taken care of or safe, secure, or you were giving so much to others and you weren't getting the same. It's like, it took you realizing that, or realizing what that was, or what area of your life it was. And now maybe that's what got you to flip the script. Now, the other thing I'm getting is that those of you that already possess all of this knowledge, I feel like you're going to have the opportunity to make more with what you already have, or what, yeah, it's almost like make more with it or of it. Some of you guys could be wanting to open up your own place. I just heard salon. Or yeah, maybe some kind of office space or something. Maybe you're thinking of a second location, or maybe you're thinking of offering your services or teaching. And others of you guys, again, could be thinking of traveling, maybe for this purpose or to connect. It's really beautiful. It feels like honestly, it feels like the power's in your hands. Ten of Wands, you've worked really hard for this, or you've done so much. You've carried the burden. What else, please? Messages for my group threes. Hangman reverse, Queen of Swords. You just had to learn to say no. You guys also had to learn to, it's like, it's almost like rules are there for a reason, and you guys may have had to rewrite some rules or write some rules, especially for those of you that maybe weren't used to or didn't realize that you are at the top of whatever this is, like you have earned your place here, or you have given enough, or you are wise enough, or you do know enough. You've been doing this long enough. And you just had to learn to say no, or you just had to learn to say, because I said so. And if someone said, well, how are you going to do that? Don't worry about it. So yeah. Also, you guys are meant to be speakers, or you're meant to share information that keeps coming through. You guys, people will pay for this, for what you have to say or what you have to teach. Yeah, like you could get hired, or literally, like I see people coming to you because it's like word is spreading. Five of Pentacles. The High Priestess reverse, Three of Swords reverse. So that you're being shown where you don't have enough of, or where there's a little bit of suffering. I know suffering is a little, well, for me, it's a little bit of a trigger word, but there's some challenge here. I think it has to do with either money or resources, but you're also seeing that shouldn't stop you, because your voice, or what you do have, or what you say, there's a lot of power behind it. So I feel like you can actually make that work for you. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You also lack either the right collaborators or people that understand you around you. This is giving, allow your light to shine, and the ones that are meant to see you or the ones that are meant to work with you are going to come towards you. Page of Swords, letting yourself be seen. Knight of Pentacles, slowly. How long something's been. Also, maybe even connecting with people you haven't talked to in a long time. Nine of Swords, being nervous about a new, but it's almost like the portal to a new beginning. What, you got to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you haven't posted in a long time. It's okay. It doesn't matter. There's no better day to start than today. And honestly, people don't even care. Like, you guys don't have to feel like you have to come back and explain yourselves from some kind of hiatus, or you need to, like, until you're ready, unless you want to explain yourself. But I see people coming back with long stories about why they took a break, and 75-80% of people don't even realize that you took a break, because it's like the internet just moves so fast and we all have our own lives. So don't let what other people think of you or might think of you, or, you know, you get used to seeing yourself out there and hearing your own voice, and you're good. That's all that matters. It's like you just have to get used to it, and then you stop thinking about what other people think. Look how pretty this Ace of Cups is, huh? Look at it. This is like the one sweet. Look, everything else is so cool, because you are being very like logical and practical, you know, and I think you are realizing, but I don't think that you are a person that's meant to be living in lack. I do get that very strongly. You guys are meant to be living with an overflow of feeling good about where you're at, you know, emotionally, spiritually, financially, who's around you. And it's like, this is like your own, you know, it's like, yeah, you may not even like know other people that maybe are on this path or taking this path, or, I mean, it doesn't mean you won't meet people that have more similarities, but maybe the people that were around you, or you guys just, yeah, maybe they wouldn't get it. All right, my group threes. Okay, well, if that sounds like you and what you're going through, hang in there. Let's see what we can know about your next fun adventure, or what good stuff is heading your way. We'll see what comes through. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group threes, please. Your next fun adventure. What can we know? What can you tell us about my group threes next fun adventure, or any of the good stuff heading their way? What can we know? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. Two of Swords. Judgment reverse. So you're putting something off. So it's interesting, because even though you're like, should I, shouldn't I don't know. You're sitting in this place of feeling very like undecisive, and you're not making a move, or you're not actually kind of doing something about it. You're actually like, maybe even purposely ignore it, or you walk away from it, or you're like, another day. This is giving like, it'll be another day. And the Four of Cups tells me, yeah, both of these cards are actually talking about detaching. Knight of Coins in reverse, but then that doesn't help you get closer to your goal, or it doesn't help you get closer to accomplishing the thing that you want. So this is almost like, we're almost like starting backwards. Like, what, maybe maybe it's even like this reading is what you're meant to hear right now. I don't know. Because what I'm getting here is that you're putting something off, and it's not going anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't. Look at the change in energy from the beginning to part of the reading to this. This is showing inaction. This is showing I purposely do the same thing that I did yesterday, or I tell myself that maybe I'm going to do it. So this does feel like procrastinating. But there's indecisiveness too, because maybe you're just not sure what you want. Tell me why the Two of Swords. We have Knight of Cups in reversed with the, yeah, so you have an opportunity here to follow your heart. It's like this is in your heart. And it's like you want to do it with love. But then when it comes down to it, I feel like you might shy away from it and you ignore what you're going to say, or you talk yourself out of it, or you maybe become a little bit negative about the information that you have or how you view something, or and then you may talk yourself out of it or you detach from it. And this keeps you in a place of a little bit of like indifference. The Hangman. So this doesn't get you closer to like it doesn't let the fun come or the good stuff come in, you know? It tells it, nope, I'm good with you not being close to me or getting, coming my way. Um Tell me more on the Two of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes. It's changing into what you guys need to hear, huh? But tell me about their next fun adventure or the good stuff heading their way. What do they need to know? Tell me about the Two of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands. So this just adds to, then you feel bad, or then the weight is on you. 7 of Cups, then you overthink it, or you get confused, or you start to doubt or question your own self. And then Temperance reverse. Maybe you're not trusting your knowledge, your intuition. So this is more so what's keeping you and blocking you from maybe having more fun or the good things from happening. And I do feel very strongly that for some of you, you guys are meant to share this, and it's actually going to like replenish you, or it's going to fill your cup to do this. But because there's no actual plan behind it or action, or there's like we might mention it and then, nothing really comes of it. We're like, oh yeah, I'm still thinking about it, or I'm going to do that thing. And it's like that day never comes. I mean, eventually it will come. We have Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but this is just kind of pointing out what maybe could make it happen a little bit faster is actually making movement. 7 of Swords, you might say, but I have been, or I do, or I this, or I that. King of Pentacles in reversed, the Fool reversed, 7 of Wands in reverse. But are you really putting the energy behind it? Are you really treating this with the dedication or the commitment that it would need to make the most of it? It's like if you were to shut down this dream or this goal or this feeling today, could you say, I gave up, but I did everything that I could to make it work or to try? The World reversed, the Moon, fear keeps you in a cycle. We have the Hierophant, the 6 of Pentacles, the King of Swords in reverse. So there's almost like a feeling of I can't, or that won't work, or that won't make money, or that won't, no one sees it, or no one would care. The Star reverse, and there's this healing that needs to happen, or that will be happening. It's about how you're perceived, how others view you, or what success is. There's also like confidence coming through. Maybe people pleasing, all of those things. Also issues with boundaries. So being able to do this, or saying yes, or putting yourself out there, or going for something and feeling very confident when it comes to it. Now, if you're in a spot where you're waiting for information to make your decision, then obviously that's different. But most of the time when we're waiting for information to make our decision, it doesn't come through with just the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands in reverse to kind of double up on them, and then Judgment in reverse next to it. This tells me like, hey, we're saying I can't, or I don't see it, or I'm ignoring moving on that thing that I actually want to accomplish. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Interesting message, obviously, but hopefully this is helpful and it makes sense. King of Swords in reverse. Maybe it's really hard to change your mind. Five of Swords, a lot of overthinking or mental conflict. Seven of Swords, lack of maybe trusting yourself. Imposter syndrome could be coming through. And hey, I get it. I mean, look at, I'm on YouTube talking to you guys about what my little cards are telling me, and not every, someone else that knows how to read cards could come and look at this and see the cards and interpret something totally different, and that's okay too. And that message would, I'm sure, resonate with other people. um yeah, guys, there's so many people out in the world. We definitely haven't met everyone that we're going to meet, but when you allow yourself to show different sides of yourself, you have the opportunity for those types of people that you connect with in those ways to find you, or um, for you to be in alignment. And one thing that I do know is that if something keeps nagging at you, it's for a reason. If you have this thought that just kind of doesn't go away, maybe sometimes it is worth exploring a little bit more seriously. um all right, that's what I'm getting. All right. I hope that's helpful. I'd never seen the Seven of Cups in this deck. I really like it. Immediately when I saw it, it reminded me of something like from Joshua Tree or something. um yeah, I feel like this card stands out from the rest of the deck. I like it. I actually really like this deck. It's called the Crystal Magic Tarot. I had to look up at the box. The only thing I don't like, speaking of the box, is the shape of the box. For anyone that collects tarot decks out there, I don't like a box that makes you do this. Does that make sense? Because then that means the box is like this and it's flatter. I just rather like just have just like this all together. No two stacks. No, nothing like that. Anyway, besides my weird little things that I'll fixate on, like the shapes of boxes. All right. Let's get you guys some oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s. We have series, love and mother yourself. I love that because that's like Empress energy, and that is the Queen of Pentacles upright as well. Having boundaries, right? Loving yourself, not overgiving. Maybe like if you were a people pleaser, like things that you're healing from. Building your confidence as well. We have waxing gibbous. It is okay to change the direction. Look, happy and happy. It's like choosing what makes you happy. Then we have lunar eclipse. Open the door to a higher dimension. So when you do that, it's going to allow you to elevate. It will, and it's going to allow you to grow. Again, I think your heart is pulling you in that direction for a reason. So don't detach from that, or yeah, don't do that, because one thing that I do know is that yes, what's meant for us won't pass us by, but you know what does pass us by? Actual living human experiences. So those will definitely pass us by. You can say no, or you can, maybe you're someone that's been wanting to do your social media for years or something. And okay, let's say you've been wanting a YouTube channel and you're getting ready to do it, and then it's like it happens to be the day that YouTube closes down. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but you know what I mean. It's like something like that, where it's like, well, shit, I always wanted to do that, and now I missed my window. And that doesn't mean that you won't be able to build your social media on a new platform, but it just means that one dream that you had now is not going to be, because maybe something has changed. So anyway, that's what I mean by that. So yes, what's meant for you will not pass you by, but you can definitely cock block yourself, and we've all done it. My loves, thank you so much for being here. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys.